And this is actually the most important live, so if you're tuning in, listen clearly. Um, Listen clearly because this is the most important live that I've ever said on Facebook. So if you want to hear the most important live I've ever said on Facebook, this is the one. At age 18, my mom and dad thought I had ADHD because I was really hyper, I talked a lot, and I was very outgoing. It sounds normal, right? But they thought it wasn't. I had trouble paying attention in class. I had trouble focusing. I had trouble understanding what I was reading. And then I went to another psychiatrist and they diagnosed me with bipolar disorder. So I've been seeing that psychiatrist for almost 25 years. And since I was 18, I don't know how many years that is. I'm not good at math. But I've been seeing him since I was 18, and he diagnosed me with bipolar disorder, mania, and depression. And he diagnosed me with depression and with borderline personality, which is a personality disorder where you feel like you have to be like somebody else in order for them to like you. So, for example, if there's a girl that I want to be friends with and she likes certain things and she acts a certain way, I want to be like her so that she'll like me. So that's that. Then I have anxiety disorder, which is the hardest disorder I would have to say to ever live with. I get panic attacks so bad that I vomit almost 16 times in a row, and I've actually had the ambulance here many times because of it. I get anxiety attacks, little ones and big ones, but medium ones. But they're the kind of anxiety attacks where I can't breathe and I start to feel sick to my stomach. I get numb, my head's spinning, I have the chills, I get the cold sweats, I convulse. I have a really bad panic attack. So dealing with that at the age of 18 and going through college and having all these guys that I shouldn't be dealing with because they're not good guys, and then being in an abusive relationship with all that mental illnesses that I have, and then being with my husband now, I mean, being a mom and having bipolar and having depression and anxiety and borderline personality is so much on my plate that people think that I complain too much. They think that I'm weak. They think that I'm not able to man up and just be a woman. But you have no idea what it's like to live with these things until you actually experience them yourself or you're given them yourself. To deal with bipolar is so hard because you can't control your moods. You can't control your impulse control. And it's just something that pisses me off because I know I want to change it, but my mind is stronger than me. So, dealing with depression is also really hard. I've been in bed. Sometimes I don't take a shower for 3 days and I'm just in bed. That was not now, but that was back in the day. I would just be in my bed, not take a shower, and just go pee and sleep for 3 days because I'm depressed, because I feel like a failure and I have no friends and people have hurt me. People have said mean things to me. People have done things to me that are hurtful. A lot of girls were mean to me in high school and a lot of girls were mean to me in college. And I would say that maybe like 25% of them apologize and are friends with me now. So, the rest of them are still oblivious to what I go through in my life. They don't care what I have to say. They don't care what I do with my life. They don't care how my day is or how I'm doing. So they're just on my Facebook looking at my timeline, just kind of like spying on me, I guess. I mean, if you want to say that. I add people on Facebook because I want to be friends with people, because I want to have relationships with people, because I want to grow and get more friends and gain relationships with people and have fun and talk about things and be there for people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I add people on Facebook, because I want to have friendship. So if you add me because of something else, then maybe you should rethink it, because I personally add people on Facebook because I want friendships. I want to have long-time friendships. I want to be able to talk to people. I want to be able to be there for people. I want to be able to encourage people. I want to be able to be a good friend to people. And when there's people that add me that don't talk to me or don't like my stuff or don't even comment on my stuff and don't ask how I'm doing, or if I'm going through something really traumatic in my life, they don't care. I mean, it's just like, honestly, like, Facebook to me is a place to express your emotions, to post pictures, and to reconnect with friends and family. And I try to do that, but there's very rare friends that I connect with, and those I cherish. But being a mother and having bipolar and having borderline personality, anxiety, and depression is extremely hard. Also maintaining a house and taking care of my daughter and cleaning and cooking and doing all the things that I should be doing, which I'm not doing, and that's why I'm always fighting with my husband, is because I have such bad bipolar and depression that I don't have the motivation to do anything. So I'm in my right mind, but my mind doesn't want to work. You know what I mean? So it's really hard having those illnesses and being a mother and being a wife, because when you're irritable, or even when you go through your hormonal monthly things, you don't want to hurt their feelings and tell them, I'm going through this, don't touch me. But it's like, they know when to press your buttons. They know exactly what to say to piss you off. And it's hard because some people don't understand my illnesses. Some people don't understand why I act the way I do. And they don't want to listen to what I have to say. So I advise you to watch this live, because it'll give you a little bit of who I am as a person. I'm outgoing, I'm loving, I'm caring. I love everybody. I have nobody in my life that I dislike. There's people in my life that I don't care for and that I would prefer to keep out of my life and to not go around or talk to. But honestly, there is no one in my life that I dislike. There are people that I don't care for, but there are no one that I dislike. I love everybody. I love everybody. I hope and I wish everybody positive energy and positive vibes. I don't want anybody to be in pain. I don't want anybody to suffer. I don't want anybody to be mad at me. That's the most of my worries. I don't want anyone to be mad at me. I don't want to have any enemies. That's the least thing I want. I don't want any enemies. So, I just wanted to make this live to come on here and share with you what I've been going through since I was 18, and I'm 35 now, and, it's not easy living with someone with what I have, but you have to look at it as, if you can handle my worst, you deserve my best. So if you can handle me with my bipolar, and you can handle me with my borderline and my depression and my anxiety, you can handle my best. Because my way of saying it is, if you can't handle me at my worst, you just don't deserve my best. So if you learn about my disability and you educate yourself and you read about it and you search about it, then you will know what I go through every single day, because it's not easy. It's something that I was given at birth. I didn't ask for it. I didn't get it by doing something with something or touching something. I was given it to by God, and I feel like I got given to it as a purpose to help others that go through it, because I feel like I could be a vessel in their life. I could be an encouragement in their life. I can be someone that probably went through the same exact thing I went through, and they're understanding exactly the same things that I'm talking about and the same things that I'm stressing about. You know what I mean? So I just want to come on here and make this video and encourage people to be aware of mental awareness and be aware of people around you, because you don't know what they're going through. If there's a person in a store that seems irritated, don't get mad at them. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people are going through at their home or in their relationship or with their kids or with their family or even just alone themselves. They're humans. No one's perfect. So sometimes I fight battles with myself. I have battles with myself. I have battles with God sometimes, and I'll be real. I'll talk to God and I'll get mad at him and I'll tell him, why are you doing this to me? And he doesn't tell me like in words, but he shows me that, you're human, you're a sinner, and I'm going to use you to spread your testimony to others so that others can learn from you and understand what you've been through so that they could take your testimony and apply it to their life. So that's why I came on here. So thank you for watching if you did, and if you didn't, I hope you do, because this is something that I've been struggling with for my whole life since I was 18 years old, and it's not easy. It's, to me, a curse, but in a way, a blessing, because I'm learning how to deal with things about myself that I never thought I could ever understand. I never knew the knowledge of these things until I was 18 or 24. I started learning about it. 18, I was rebellious, and I didn't think I had it, so I was not very normal. But as I got older, I got more knowledge, and I read about it. I searched about it. I went online about it. I saw my therapist, multiple therapists, and got more knowledge about it and more information about it. And now I know everything about it. I can tell you exactly what I know. I can tell you exactly what bipolar is. I can tell you exactly what anxiety is. I can tell you exactly what depression is. And I have the words to back it up in my mind, because I am an advocate. I am someone that lives with bipolar, depression, borderline, and anxiety. I'm an advocate. So someone that lives with it knows and is able to tell you what it's like, because I've been through it. Now, if someone lost their child, I don't know what that feels like. So I can't understand that, and I can't relate to that. But I could be encouraging, and I can be understanding, and I can help them, and I could pray for them. But unless you've been through bipolar, borderline personality, or in depression or anxiety, you don't know what it's like to be a mom and a wife every single day, and to try to maintain your own mind and be stable, and be your mindset be stable, and be happy all the time, and be in a good mood, and do everything you're supposed to do, and say everything you're supposed to say, and be the person that person wants you to be. It's hard, but I'm not perfect, and I can't always be the person you want me to be, and I'm gonna make mistakes, and that's when I learn from them. And sometimes people make mistakes so many times. I've made the same mistake for 10 years, and I'm still making it, and I need to really work on it. But the thing is that only God could help you with that. And the thing is that if you ask God to help you, he will be there for you. And the reason why I say that is because 10 years ago, I had no idea what bipolar was. I had no idea what borderline personality was. I had no idea what depression and anxiety was. I had no idea what I was going to be dealing with. No idea. So for me, I was lost. Now I'm 35 years old. I'm educated. I know everything there is, or everything about borderline personality, bipolar, and depression and anxiety, to the point where I can help myself on top of taking medication, and I can stabilize myself, and I can educate myself and calm myself down. So the fact that I have education, I have information, I have the symptoms that I've been through or that I go through every day, and I know how to control those and breathe and exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I learned that with my therapist, which I have now, and I go through so much with her and tell her so much, and she helps me so much. She's the best therapist I've ever had. She's amazing, and I love her so much. She helps me with all my stresses and all my problems, and she helps me, and she gives me ways of handling it. She tells me, well, if you're in a situation like this is how you should handle it. She tells me how to do it, and then I apply it to my life. And if it helps, it helps. If it doesn't, then we find something else. But I see her once a week, and I'm going to be seeing her tomorrow. So I'm really excited, and I have a lot to share with her. And I'm going to pray that God gives her wisdom and God gives me wisdom, and that we can share and be connected as one. So I wanted to come on here and share that with you, and hope everyone has a wonderful evening.